listening to Peak One Sports.
Welcome to the Bungalow Sports Show. Another Sunday morning. I like to announce it at Sunday morning, even though people don't hear this till like Monday afternoon.
Yeah.
It's Sunday morning.
It's important, though.
Sunday morning. I almost said a curse word right there, but I really tried to censor myself for the nice boy clock.
You
know?
You pulled that left-hand turn, dude.
I did.
Good.
I almost insulted our listeners and said a cuss word at the same time. I don't know why that's my go-to all the time. Is to just verbally assault the listeners.
It's the easiest thing to do.
It's Sunday morning, you dumb. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Welcome to another show, you idiot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know why. That's always just been
You should be happy to be listening to us.
Yeah, it's just I like to assault them and beat them. I've tried the nice way for over a decade.
Yeah.
You know, trying to get people to interact with my podcast.
Right.
I've turned a corner.
No. Now we're taking it.
Well, because you think about it, like, you know, like people get like abused wives syndrome, Stockholm syndrome, you know what I mean? Where it seems like the most obedient people are the ones who are abused.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm somehow finding a way to get demonetized without cursing.
Was this your is this your village, like your villain origin story? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're like,
One day he started a sports podcast. And I just started verbally abusing all of the listeners, and they just all made their way to my house over the years. Like people from all over the country just show up at my door, and I put a cot in the bungalow. They're all actually sleeping to the side of me and Joey right now. You guys can't see them; they're off camera.
Yeah.
But my entire village is here.
That's hilarious.
They're all napping still. They're not sleeping. They're doing that thing like when you have a sleepover at a friend's house.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be the first one to wake up, so you just lay there and pretend like you're asleep.
Right, you pretend you're asleep. Yeah,
They're all doing that right now.
Yeah, nobody has blankets, too. You're finding like random stuff around the house to cover yourself up with.
Don't wake up. Don't. He's going to get mad. He's going to get mad. Just pretend like you're sleeping until the podcast is over. They're all over here doing it. I watched, speaking of cult-like behavior. Oh yeah, this is a sports show, but we're gonna.
Yeah, we're.
There's no sports right now, so
there's
we gotta.
Absolutely no sports on.
I watched. I know it was like critically acclaimed back when it came out, and everybody liked it and stuff. Midsummer. Did you ever see Midsummer?
Oh yeah.
You watched it?
I did.
Back when it came out.
Yeah, not when it came. Well, I don't know how long ago it came out, but
while ago.
But I've seen it. Yes.
Paris and I watched it the other day, and
kind of trippy.
It is. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like. You know, I'm an artsy fartsy type dude, so I love a good like artsy type movie.
Yeah.
You know, where it's more focused on shots and lighting and like
absolutely
the filming of the movie is supposed to be just as compelling as the dialogue itself, kind of thing, and that's what that was, and I wouldn't call it a horror movie. Obviously it's very gruesome, but it's not like you're not going to go in there and have nightmares or whatever. I mean, I guess unless you've been like in a cult before or something like that.
I mean, there was some stuff towards the end,
well, definitely there was some horrifying stuff, but it wasn't like it wasn't a slasher movie. There wasn't.
Okay, yeah.
There was like 3 times in the movie where people's faces got smashed in, and then but that's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
other than that, it's just a colorful, creepy. What is like? It was a plot that you had ideas of what was going to happen, but like. Maybe you guessed what was going to happen, you know what I mean? But it was like, they did some twists and turns. They did a lot of suspense with the camera angles and with the way they shot it and stuff like that. So, beautifully shot movie. Paris is very hard to please when it comes to movies.
Is she?
Oh, very hard to please. Like, she's an oxymoron because she loves a slice of life. Mm-hmm. Like those type of movies, where it's just like, slice of life movie is where it's not like a beginning to end story. It's just like, here's a piece of this person's story. You know what I mean? But she also doesn't like closure. I mean, no. She doesn't like not having closure.
Yeah.
Right? So like she constantly at the end of every movie we watch is just like, well, what happened to this person?
So,
what happened to that person? What happened to this person?
If it leaves it open-ended or
like,
whatever.
She would love if every movie had one of those freeze frames where it's like, this character went on to do this character, you know. But no movies have that. You know what I mean?
Right,
very rarely. So, like, she doesn't like closure. And then Midsummer, it was like a slice of life horror movie. Right? There was no beginning and no ending. It just kind of, these people did this. This is where this part of the story, and then the movie's over. You know what I mean? Because then it, like, I don't want to spoil it for anybody, even though it's been out for a while. But it's like at the end of the movie, you're kind of like, okay, well, does she stay?
Yeah.
Like, what happened? Like, obviously, like, she's got nowhere. Like, everybody's dead in her life, so it's like, why not stay and be their queen or whatever? But it's like there was zero closure, and the movie itself was just weird and everything. You know what I mean? So she was just like, that sucked.
I think that was like Florence Pugh's like big debut.
That was like
it?
her breakout, that got her. I mean, like I said,
I don't know if that's how you say her name.
Pugh, I think so.
I'm sure, pretty sure it's Pugh. Yeah.
Florence Puh.
Yeah. But it is a great movie if you guys want to check it out.
This is where you earn your bucks, Joey. Because I am right now realizing that my mother-in-law's air conditioner is not on because I'm already sweating.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go turn it on.
Okay.
And we're gonna.
I didn't want to say anything.
And we're gonna attempt. This is. Joey revealed to me before we got going here that he lied to me last week about having any sound in his headphones. So he did the whole show last week basically with earmuffs on. Like,
I would have been more better off if I just took them off.
Well, of course. They're like earmuffs. If there's nothing coming through it, it makes you hear words.
I feel like it breaks the character.
So he didn't tell me the whole time until today. I realized that he was on a different volume, a different line, and I did it. And then now he's withholding the information that he's super hot, even though I'm already super hot, and we could have bonded with that, but instead he kept it from me.
I'm sorry.
You've already got that abused wife syndrome, dude. You don't want to bring it up.
He really cares about me. He's a nice guy.
Well, this is. I can be a little hot.
Yeah.
I can be a little hot.
It's okay.
25% off Betalytics.com.
Yeah, Peak One code Peak One.
Go check out League Swipe with your leagues coming up.
Yeah. Are any of you guys commissions? You know? Tired of dealing with league fees?
Yeah, I've been in a league for a long time. I think this is going on
10 years, dude.
Something. 2011, 2012, something like that.
Long time, dude.
And
you guys are almost hitting that decade mark.
We've passed it already.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
And
I can't add.
I've never been. I can't ADD. I can't. I refuse to even attempt to be commissioner or to even have a say in any of the rules. Mm-hmm. Like if they change like scoring things from year to year, or like different things when people come, because it's just like for the same reason why League Swipe is good for the money side of it and the organizational part of it.
Right.
Everybody's always got a problem with fucking rules. They've got a problem with whatever. And it's like, what? Do you really think that was going to help you win if you got 0.5 more points for this one stat? That was going to change your whole season.
Yeah, so obviously I'm not I played fantasy football once.
Right.
I did not do very well. I drafted a kicker in the second round. So, I didn't do very well. But
no, you got him off the board.
I got him off the board, dude. And it was Adam Vinatieri. He was not in his prime then. So
still a good.
And I drafted the number 2 defense. I took the New England Patriots defense. I can't remember what year this was. This was a few years ago.
Okay.
And they were not the number 1 defense.
Not during the season. No, they really fell off.
They really fell off, dude. So it was rough. It was a rough go of it. But, as far as the rules and stuff, I thought it was copy and paste for every league. I didn't realize everyone did it differently.
I think it's just there's so many different.
Well, it's because some people do it off an app now, right? So it's
that's all I do.
Yeah, so it's why
It's not even that part of it. It's that people do different points for different stats. People do keeper leagues where you keep players going into the next season.
Right.
There's just so many different ways to do fantasy. I just like old school. I mean, it's old school on the Yahoo app, but just that old school type of scoring. Just keep it all simple.
Yeah. Why if it's not broken?
Right. I just don't like to think too much about it. I got too much shit going on in my head already. That if I'm gonna have fun with a fantasy sport, it's got to be real low pressure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want the pressure to hit until Sunday morning at 7:15 when I got to go check for injuries and I got to, complete some lineups.
Right.
Thursday, right before the Thursday game, I forgot it's Thursday, and I got guys on my bench that are playing that night, and I just need a couple high-pressure moments during the week, and the rest of it, I just want to forget about it.
Yeah.
I used to play fantasy hockey, too, but there's games every goddamn day, so, you're constantly having to check for injuries, healthy scratches, all this stuff every day, and it's just too much, you know what I mean? That
TV show, The League, kind of stunted my... great show, but it, for some reason, it gave me unrealistic expectations for what the game would be like, Well,
it just depends on the group of people you're playing with.
True.
And I think what's kept me in my league for so long is that other than Kyle, which I don't see that often anymore either, but other than him, I don't even barely know the other people in the league. So it's all text-based conversation.
Oh, okay.
And we used to see each other. We used to do a live draft get together and do a draft live together, and that was the one time of the year we all saw each other. Then after that, we never talk again. But ever since COVID, it's been hard to get people together to do the live draft. So we just do online draft on the app now, and we never even see each other.
Yeah.
So it's really hard for me to fight with people over text. Other guys in the league still find a way to do it,
right? And
get super mad at each other over text.
Yeah.
But I'm a face to face guy.
I feel it.
If we're gonna have words,
oh, definitely,
it can't be over text. I can't take it seriously. I end up sending a dick pic or something. Once things start getting too serious.
Yeah.
But yeah, go check out League Swipe to
just to jump back to what we were talking about before, real quick. For TV or for movies, have you ever seen the movie Hereditary?
No, same guy directed Hereditary and Midsommar.
Check it out.
Yeah, no, so the reason that prompted me to watch Midsommar is that my hetero life mate Christopher had just seen it and was like, "Oh, you should watch it. It's great," or whatever. Yeah. And of course, I told Paris that, and she goes into it with "This movie's not going to be great." Chris said it was good, right? And then she was,
take that, dude.
In her own mind, was proven right at the end of the movie when there was no closure. No one got married and lived happily ever after. Yeah. But he was like, "Yeah, now I'm going to go watch Hereditary because it's the same guy or whatever."
It's really good. It's another one of those ones where you're kind of going to be you might have to either watch it again or look up an article afterwards and figure out what the ending was. Okay. I could tell you, but I'm not going to because you need to watch it. So
hey, dude, Bungalow movie show.
Bungalow movie show.
That's what we do during the summer. So anybody who's been waiting with bated breath for our soda flavor draft. No, excuse me. I mentioned last week we didn't do it. Dude, Patrick is freaking blowing me up.
I was going to ask if it was Patrick.
And it's just Andy gets so annoyed with him now because he calls so much. Because Andy's I don't want to play all the time. And then sometimes he'll be in a game with another friend on FaceTime.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, well, I'll call him later. But then Patrick just calls and calls and calls and calls and calls and calls and calls.
Yeah.
And he's just like, he spam calls me. I'm like, yeah, I know, dude. I know. I get them too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's rough.
It's hard being so popular.
It is, dude. It is.
I don't even remember where we were. Oh, yeah, soda draft. So I talked about it last week about how I want to have third in here, and I just this week was so crazy I didn't reach out to anybody. So we'll be doing another couple drafts before the summer's up. The next one will be the soda draft. Next week I'll try. If I can't get anybody else, we'll get Tim back in here. I feel like Tim. He's one of those guys that just puts way too much thought into everything that he does. So I think whether it's a soda flavor or a 4th of July food draft, I feel like he's going to be good.
Well, he's the only one that hit the mark for it. So I feel like if we do bring in Tim, we need a fourth person.
Well, and I feel like he's also one of those guys where he will think about things so much that other people will get annoyed with him. It's why are you thinking so much in detail about what the best soda flavor is, bro? And he's like, because this is important.
I thought I was the annoying one because I
just because you just didn't do it at all. You just picked
I did it.
You picked a meal that you afterwards admitted you don't even like.
Well,
so I don't even know. What
now I just found out. I tried it for the 4th time, and now I know it's set in stone. I don't like it.
Okay. No, I'm fair enough. Fair enough. All right.
Onward to the show.
Let's start the show. 20 minutes in. I don't want to call this the 100 subscriber challenge update anymore because we surpassed that number. But now I always feel like I'm going to need to give you updates on us fulfilling our obligation to you guys now with our little triathlon. And first up is gonna be the Wiffle Ball Home Run Derby. Joseph and myself and my son and Joey's brother went out to the actual wiffle ball field, which was way more professional than I thought it was going to be.
It was a really nice field.
I thought it was, from the picture that I had been sent by my friend, like it looked like it was just a backstop and then like a fence, and then you get out there and it's a fence. It's got the yellow pad up on top of the outfield fence. It's got the backstop. It's got legit batters boxes and home plate. It's got a sign that says whoever Memorial Field. Like, it's a legit little wiffle ball field.
Course. Yeah, of course.
But with that, the fence is really effing far away. Like, when you think about how far you normally hit a wiffle ball.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, legitimately the same as the distance of a home run in a baseball. Like, it's not supposed to be close. It's supposed to be far because you're not supposed to do it all the time.
No, but like when you think of hitting a wiffle ball, you think you can smack it out the pot. Right.
And then like out there, anytime me and Joey got a hold of one, it would land like a foot inside the fence, and you're like, well, that was a good wiffle ball hit.
Right.
And it still didn't go out.
Yeah, and then you're trying to pitch, and the wind's pushing it in every direction. And then you're
like questioning your masculinity, you're like your athletic prowess, and then I'm thinking about it, and like I brought just what I had in my backyard that day, because we were literally, I kind of wanted to mostly get the little lapel mics I got. I wanted to check out what the sound would be like with the wind and those things, which all that was fine. All that worked out great. But the wiffle balls I had weren't actual wiffle balls. They were the training balls, so it's just tons of little holes all around it. If you're unaware, an actual wiffle ball, like a regulation wiffle ball, has one whole side of the ball is just solid plastic, and then on the other side it has the slotted holes. And that's because there's more wind resistance. The more resistance you got, the harder you can throw it, the harder you can, or further you can hit it, and all that stuff. So we had that going against us, because the ones we had were made to not go far, because they're like batting practice wiffle balls. Okay. Right? So it's like you can get a good cut on it, and it's not going to fly to the moon. You know what I mean? So, needless to say, Joey and I had a terrible showing. We're not going to talk about the results of our practice, but it was terrible, both in the pitching and the hitting.
Yeah.
So I've ordered a couple things that should show up tomorrow for our next practice. We're going to need a couple weeks to nail down this home run derby, okay? Because I want it to be visually entertaining and not just pathetic. Okay? You know, you agree?
I do agree, Joey?
Yeah. Okay. I want it because we don't have to be good for it to be entertaining, but it has to just not be pathetic. You know?
Yeah, because honestly, for like the first like maybe 10 minutes of it, it'll be cute. And then after that,
it's just going to be like, why are we watching this?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just like, and it's not like we're like lighting the world on fire with our comedy either. So it's like,
yeah,
we gotta hit some dingers for this thing to be entertaining. So what I went out and did, because that's the thing with the home run derby. And you never, I mean, you think about it, if you're watching like the pro, like the All-Star Game home run derby and MLB, you think about it a little bit, but until you actually attempt it, you don't realize how big it is to have an accurate pitcher just throwing it in the same spot every time, you know, with enough speed. Because that's another thing too, when you can't hit a fucking lob ball too far. Like, the faster someone throws the ball, the farther you can hit the ball.
And
right?
I was throwing change-ups. I had Cole freaking.
It's called physics.
I had Cole all over the place.
Yeah,
man.
You got junk thrower over here, and it's just like, no, that's not what this is about. Like, we just need the ball over the plate, right in the middle, so we're trying to hit dingers. We're not trying to strike each other out.
I saw you freaking out when I was pitching to Andy. And I just like
freaking out. I wasn't freaking out. Here's your mind playing tricks on
I could see
again,
it in your
dude.
face, dude. You're like, this guy needs to get off the mound, dude.
No. I'm just as bad. And it's like it's you don't realize how much the accurate BP pitcher factors into the home run derby. So I purchased a wiffle ball pitching machine, which should help us, because then we can just aim it right where we want it per batter height. You know, you just adjust it. And it'll just throw ropes right down the middle, and we can. I ordered a whole gang of regulation wiffle balls. Is this ball regulation size or what? That's a modified Happy Gilmore joke.
Yes. Yeah.
Is this goal regulation size or what? So I ordered a whole gang of wiffle balls, a wiffle ball pitching machine, and the David Ortiz home run bat, the Big Poppy home run bat.
Wow, dude.
So we'll see what how much of an advantage these gives us, but we'll see. Everything is regulation. We're not cheating here. I'm just trying to give us the most advantage we possibly can get.
The stuff I bought was not regulation. It's called Blitzball. And
yeah.
It's
Joey's gonna bring a fungo bat out there. But here's the thing: if that's what we need to hit dingers, then that's fine. That's what we're gonna use because I want dingers. Yeah. And then it's not like even with the fungo bat, we're gonna hit every one of them perfect. Yeah. So there's still, it's not gonna be a home run every time.
He had us out there with a T-ball bat.
Well, that was the only thing we could get. Like, neither one of us hit a home run until we threw an actual T-ball with a metal T-ball bat, and then of course we blasted them over the fence. But it's like that was my last-ditch effort to not go home feeling like a total pile of shit. Was like, I gotta hit a ball over that fence,
right?
You know what I mean?
It was so hot out there.
It was so damn hot, and it's like this week it's gonna be hotter.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? We're gonna have to do this derby like at like 6 a.m. or some shit, dude. Get out there.
Yeah, dude.
When it's like, even at 6 a.m. it's like 82 degrees outside. But we'll figure that out. But we need at least one more practice round to get this pitching machine dialed in, get everything dialed in, the camera angles. I think we're gonna do 3 cameras out there, 2 stationary, 1 wandering, and I think we're good. And like we're going to have Joey and I will be mic'd up. We're not going to have a pitcher now if the pitching machine works. So that we'll just have somebody feeding the balls in so they don't need a mic. Because like part of me was thinking like we should mic up a pitcher too. But it just, part of the fun is just hearing one person's voice that's off camera talking shit while the other one's trying to bat. You know what I mean?
I kind of want somebody commentating. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what I was thinking. If you and I both are mic'd up, whether we're hitting or not, we're going to be talking the whole time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and it's like, even if we're not talking.
Now up to bat.
Or just.
Cole
I can't even.
Rambo.
Like you're up there batting and I'm 50 feet away. You can't even hear me. Right. But on camera, the people watching can hear what I'm saying.
But I want you to hear me. I want it to rattle you.
But that's what I. But I think the funny part about it would be is if we're commentating for each other's at bats, but we're not hearing it. So it's like, and then when you go back and watch it, I'm up there swinging, and then you're giving your 2 cents on my technique and all that kind of stuff. I don't know.
We can do that.
We'll see how it goes, but trust me, we're making an attempt to make this happen for you guys.
We want to entertain, so
it's not like you gave us 100 subscribers overnight. Took you a while, so
the amount of time it took us to get 100 subscribers is the amount of time it's going to take for you guys to get these videos.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, exactly. But so that's that. That should be coming soon. I don't know. I don't think the Suits have done their drawing yet.
I don't think they have either.
For their raffle.
I think it was all last week. I think they had until Sunday, so the end of today.
Oh, okay.
To get into the drawing, I believe. I'm not 100% sure.
All right, so this week, look for that. The winner of the Peak One Sports 100 Scrabble raffle.
Hopefully it's one of you, man. Hopefully it's one of you.
Hopefully it's one of you.
Hopefully it's not one of the bots.
Yeah, go the bots. I know.
No.
You know what the thing is I always get suspicious because I'm like, I get people are, generic comments, but the thing is they know. I check all the profiles to make sure they're not bots.
I was gonna say because it's like the 3rd comment in a row that we've gotten from that same person. That's just a fire.
Yeah. But the thing is they're real. It's a real person. They just know that they don't have anything to really say. Yeah. It's just they know the comments matter in the algorithm, so they're helping out the homies.
So the homies.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it's one of them's like the Tim Show. So thank you guys.
Thanks, Tim Show. But it's just that's the way it is. That's how YouTube works. It's like maybe you don't got always something to say, but that's how you know you're supportive listeners. Even if you don't have anything to say, just go on there and put the heart emoji. You know what I mean? Go put a pile of shit emoji. Like any comment helps with the algorithm.
Yeah.
Watch time helps with the algorithm. So if you're watching our show and then you're like, I'm done watching this, but you're walking away from your computer, just leave it on. Because watch time matters too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Stop watching Midsummer
Yeah.
Watch the Bungalow Sports Show.
Get some closure.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. We obviously don't have a loosey goosey update because the geese are in the off season.
The geese flew south for the winter.
For the
summer.
You get a bunch of idiot geese flying south for the summer. Getting hotter.
Yeah, getting warmer.
No, they flew north for the winter or for the summer. Yeah, I'm not even saying it right. But I had to move up a skill level in league. I've joined the Dragons with a few of my geese teammates. This is their Friday night league, but so this is like almost 2 skill levels above where the geese skill level was league wise, because this new Friday night league is a combination of the old Friday night league I played in, which was like 1 level above, and then a Wednesday night league, which was like another level above that.
So he got rid of both Mondays and Wednesdays
for the summer, yeah. So basically, this is like a combined of a
for the Colts
of like the kids they're coming into season and they're gonna have practice nights that they need, and you know it's for the kids.
Damn kids.
Yeah, the kids
for the youths.
The Utes. But so they've combined the 2 higher skill level into 1, so it's basically like, let's say like 1.5 times up from where I was playing on Mondays. And if you've ever played organized sports as an adult and you've gone up and down in the brackets and the skill levels, it can get pretty it's a difference. It's like a culture shock. Like the Monday Night Bronze League, it was like a skill level below where I'm actually at. Right, as far as like if you were to make a team of everybody with the same skill as me, it would have probably been the Friday night league.
Yeah, I was gonna say Friday night was more your
that would have been
your level.
Kind of where
Yeah.
But Mondays I like it because I get to be old fat lazy guy. Get to talk a lot more shit because the game is slower. So because I'm used to a faster paced game, I can. It's just a more of a fun type atmosphere because I'm not having to try as hard as I possibly can to fucking dominate. No, but
and also it tends to be a little less chippy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
100%. So this Friday night being like 1.5 to 2 levels above, it's obviously very, very, very so much faster than Monday nights. The players are so much more skilled. I mean, you've got most of the teams are compiled of like guys who played Colts youth hockey their whole lives. And like if you've ever played against an adult who learned the game, whatever game it is, as a child and has played it all the way through, or learned the game as an adult and has played, you know what I mean? You could be the same age as the person, but if they played since they were a child, it's different. Your body plays the game different. Because if you start at 5 years old ice skating and playing hockey, by the time you're 25, you know what I mean?
You're so far ahead of everybody else.
Even if you're not a like you move differently, your body is hockey. You know
I think the best way to talk about that is the UFC fighters and stuff when they've been fighting since they were 3.
Well, and that's
training since they were 3.
We've talked about that of like the difference of the skill landscape in MMA is that now you're seeing guy like we talk about. You can't really be a specialist anymore.
Right.
We talked about Crone Gracie trying to just use jiu-jitsu. Like that doesn't work anymore.
Right.
Because you're fighting a guy who's done MMA since he was 6 years old, not just jiu-jitsu or taekwondo or whatever else, and then mixed everything else in as an adult.
Yeah.
These guys have been training. They're 25-year-olds who have been training everything since they're a kid.
Who is it? Cannonier, right? Like he just started.
Cannonier.
Yeah, Jared Cannonier. He just started training when he was like 25 or something like that.
Right.
And so, I mean, looking at him now, he looks much better than his than his previous fights. But you can still tell that he's super stiff.
Started as a heavyweight.
Yeah.
And he started MMA to lose weight.
Well, but he
just got really good.
Yeah.
And then over his career has lost the weight.
Right.
To now he's at his fighting weight, which he should be, which is middleweight. But it's like.
But I'm saying, like, when you look at the technique
wise.
Yeah, you can still see he's pretty stiff.
Right. So it's just different. And then you look at a Yair Rodriguez who has been doing mixed martial arts since he was a baby, and he looks like he's just not even trying out
dancing,
there. I know he just got his ass kicked by Volkanovski, but that's
that's a different.
Everybody gets
else.
beat up by Volkanovski. But so out there on the Dragons, this week we played the last season champions of Wednesday night, so the higher level Planet Fitness.
Oh.
So you could imagine your boy is at a little bit of a cardio deficit for a team who's branded after a gymnasium.
Dude, they get like Pizza Fridays and Donut Tuesdays. Don't let them fool you.
This is true. This is true.
And
But
you get a Tootsie Roll if you did a great job after your workout.
a balloon animal.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's
you
got a
were
clap.
looking good on the elliptical out there. You want a wiener dog? How about a wiener dog?
I would like a snake, please.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck.
Oh God. But these guys, they're and I know I use this in different contexts, but my favorite context, when I say try hard, I mean you are a person who is trying hard, way too hard for the situation.
Right.
And this is a team full of tryhards, okay? They made patches, championship patches, and put them on their jerseys from this last season.
Oh my God.
And there's some cool guys on there or whatever. Outside, I've met a lot of them at the BANHL, the practice night, the drills night thing and stuff. So there's some decent guys outside of the game scenario. But there was an incident during the game. I think they were up 8-0. And there was an offsides call. There was one of their guys battling the puck right at the blue line, and then it ended up being an offsides. We could win when the puck crossed. And I didn't see it. I was on the ice, but my back wasn't. It wasn't. I was like kind of skating towards. I was skating towards the boards in the corner because I was hoping my guy was going to get the puck. He could flip it down the boards to me or whatever. So my back was turned to the moment.
In your guys' zone?
Their zone.
Okay.
That's why I was going deep, because I was like, if he can get it along the boards, and I'll just throw it at the net or whatever. And apparently our guy took a hack at the guy's shins or something like that. Like, I don't think this particular guy on my team, I don't know him well. My geese are the ones I know on this team. Everybody else is pretty much a stranger. But this guy's very docile. He's an older guy, probably in his 40s. Like, didn't do it on purpose. Whatever was done, like it didn't even get a penalty called for a slash or anything. So it couldn't have been. We had 3 refs.
Couldn't have been
there.
that bad. Yeah,
that's how fucking chippy these games are getting. Is they have 3 refs out there.
Wow.
And none of them put their hand up for a penalty, so it couldn't have been that egregious or whatever it was. But this Planet Fitness guy, who is also like 8 feet tall, just fucking. I mean, roid rage, maybe. I mean, you guys are a gym team.
He spent a little bit too much time on their water massager.
He fucking went from 0 to 600, dude. He was just like, "What's the water?" Like, he pushed the dude down. He's like, "What the fuck are you hacking at me after the play?" He's like, crazy.
Oh my God.
Like, you would have thought somebody got hurt. You would have thought, like, it was fucking nuts. This dude went ape shit. So then the refs are like, dude, what the, and then he's like, what the, because the refs didn't call a penalty. So then he starts screaming at the refs. He's like, what the fuck are you looking at? It was just bananas, dude. Like, this guy definitely hits his wife. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I saw. And like,
did they eject him?
Yeah, like it got crazy.
Yeah,
he got a 10-minute misconduct and a 5-minute unsportsman, like whatever, 15 minutes worth of penalties.
Yeah,
that's how crazy it got. And then it's just like, you got me, and then I'm not helping the situation. Like, I'm trying to help the situation because usually my levity helps make everybody laugh.
Right.
I was just like, I was going up to the other guys on the team and be like, they're all screaming. The refs are screaming. This guy's screaming. And I go up to somebody else and I'm like, how you doing, buddy? And he's like, I'm good. And I'm like, oh, so you guys aren't even like nice guys. Like, you guys are all dickheads. Because now you're like, like in my situation, if my teammate was reacting like that to almost anything,
right,
aside from like getting a baseball swing to the head,
sure,
I would be against my teammate in that situation, because this is rec league. No matter what that guy did to you, especially a slash, it's what we talked about the fight the geese and the Yeti got into a few weeks back, is like, what he did to you was a hockey move. It knocked you over and he got a penalty. Yeah. But it was still a hockey. It wasn't like something so egregious.
Incidental contact.
And even if he did it on purpose, it was a hockey move. Sure. So if this guy had hacked at you after the whistle was blown, it hit you in the shins. You got fucking shin guards on. Even he's hacking at the. You guys are both hacking at the puck for like 30 seconds, and then he does it a couple more times, and you're reacting like this.
Yeah. So, I don't know if I'd be against my teammate, but I definitely wouldn't be like going to bats for him. You know what I mean?
would. If you were doing that, I would be like, Joey, shut the fuck up. What are you doing? You're going to get us 15 minutes worth of penalties. You know what I'm saying? Because at that point, you're against your own team.
Okay, I get you. Yeah.
Because you're reacting stupidly. It'd be like, yeah, okay, you got flashed. It's bullshit they didn't call a penalty. You're right. But look at how you're reacting. Yeah. We all paid $185 to play 10 games on Friday nights down here.
Right. And now you're about to reduce it 15 minutes because you're acting like
it's crazy when tryhards.
Yeah.
Fucking tryhards. And these tryhards might be on juice, who knows, but
Planet Fitness, baby.
It fucking got crazy, dude. I was like, what the fuck? And then like I don't help the situation, like, because then the guy just keeps going, and the guy's like just not shutting up, and then I just go up to the boards and I just go, no.
You really did that?
Oh yeah. I do that every time people fucking start yelling stupid shit. I'm just like, no. Like, some people get my comedy. But then after that, because then I'm like, okay. Because you know me. I love to yell. I love to just make funny noises and say funny things. Mostly directed at my own team. Because I don't want the other team to think that I am like talking shit. I'm not talking shit. I'm just excited. Yeah. I love my team. I love the game. Yep. It's just what I do. But once you give me a reason to think that you have malicious ideas towards me and my teammates, then I get to be real funny. Because a lot of the funny stuff I think of is mean. Like, that's just how it is. That's why roasts are so funny. It's like in a roast situation where everybody knows that the context is we're all going to talk shit about each other and nobody get mad. Right. But in like a recreational roller or ice hockey. God, I'm still in roller hockey, man. In a recreational ice hockey moment where we've all paid to be there, we're all fat and lazy and old and shit, and it's just like, I don't want people to think I'm talking shit about, because people take things differently, right? So I purposely don't say anything about the other team. But that all changes once I try to make a joke and, you know, a lighthearted, hey, how you doing? And you react with a, I'm good. And then you skate away. Oh, no. And then after that, then they started getting chippy, because then their guy got that and they were offended. Right. And then this guy, Mickey, on my team, he's a young dude. He's probably like, I don't know, early 20s. He could play D1, D2, you know.
Beertrand?
Huh?
His last name started with a B? Brainerd, yeah.
Tim.
I remember him. His
dad's the goalie.
Yeah, I've always liked Mickey.
So they're on the Dragons with me, right?
Nice.
And Mickey's out there. He's like our star player.
He's a great player.
What I mean? And
great kid, too.
He gets fucking just bapped to the fucking ice down in the zone, right? Dude just comes up behind him, just cross-checks him, throws him down. It doesn't. He's not a hothead, so he just gets up and he's just like, I'm good. Well, then we make a change on that, because then they blew the whistle. They didn't call a penalty, because I don't think it was a penalty. It was just something that was like, you guys are up fucking 8-0. Why are you doing that? But it was right after the fracas, so everybody was still heated and shit. So
yeah, but like you said, you're up by 8. Like, and there was no penalty called, so it really shouldn't have been that big of a deal. You know, it's
right. So
is that Winstrol, dude?
But then your boy has to go out and I can't just let it go. You know what I mean? I'm like, he hit Mickey. So I go out there and I get to line up next to the guy who just cross-checked Mickey. I don't think it was a cross-check. It was more of a push. He literally like put his hand on his back and like
just pushed him down.
We'll line up next to him and I just go, hey, dude, you listen to me right now. You never touch Mickey again. I know his skin is soft and supple like a baby's penis, but you never touch him again. And then I just lined up. The dude literally like skated backwards from me. Like he didn't even want to go shoulder to shoulder with me on the face-off. And then it was just a bunch of stuff like that, you know, for the rest of the game. Just little quips. And, you know, I don't... Just too serious. Your boy scored his first...
goal in the gold league,
first silver. It's not gold. Gold is Sunday nights. Okay. That's like the semi-pros that still live in Stockton that used to be on the Heat and shit. Right. But you know, I goal and an assist. We've got dedicated lines. I was on a line with some old Megalodon guys, Greg Christie and Dylan. Dylan, I don't know, he got diarrhea or something, had to leave during the first period. But yeah, me and Greg went out there, and it was a good one. It worked out perfectly with my antics, because we go up. It was center ice. One of our guys scored, and so we were. It was 10-1, right?
Yeah.
And wait, it might have been 10-2 at this point. And line change, center ice. I get out there. I was playing left wing, and I line up next to the dudes, and I go, "Hey, eight goal cushion. You guys ain't got no fucking cushion. That ain't safe. That ain't safe. 8 goals. You guys aren't safe." And then face off, I fucking scored like 30 seconds after I said that.
No way.
Right? And it was a good hockey goal. Like, Greg was the center. I was the left winger. We go into the zone. The puck goes off to the side. Greg cycles out to go to the boards to get the puck. I take his spot in front of the net. He throws it right back to me. I backhand it, right? 5
He's
hole
such
in.
a beauty, dude.
Right?
Yeah.
And then we go back, because we had just went out there, so we didn't do a change. We went back to center ice to line up. I line up next to the same dudes. I go, "I fucking told you guys." And then like one of the defensemen was like, "Oh, 7 goal. That's a good cushion, though." I'm like, "Hell no, it ain't. That's an odd number, bitch. You don't want those odd number cushions. That's bad luck."
Yeah,
Drop the puck. Same thing. I assist Greg. Greg scores.
No.
And then we go back to center. I go, "You know what? I'm going to make a change. You guys can't handle me." And then we go and change. But it was just, 10-4 was the final score.
That's still good, though, man.
We had a 4-goal run at the end of the third period after all the fracas and everything, so it felt good to kind of
get it back,
But yeah, so that's
good for you guys,
that's
man.
rec hockey talk for the day. Damn, we're 47 minutes in, dude.
We haven't even touched sports yet. Well, there's no sports on.
That was sports. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you're right. There's no sports on right now.
Football news. We got some football news.
Woo!
Da-da-da-da. Chiefsaholic. You guys may remember Chiefsaholic.
We spoke about him a few weeks
ago. The
ago.
Wolfman of super fan of the Kansas City Chiefs, who's been on the run for bank robbery. He has finally been arrested.
Poor guy.
Chiefsaholic, finally arrested. And, when we talked about it last time, and like the information that was kind of floating around out there was like, I was thinking like this was like one bank robbery, couple bank This dude robbed like 6 banks around the Midwest.
No way.
We're talking like $300,000 here, $100,000 here.
Wow.
Like, I meant to look up the actual numbers, but then I got busy.
I thought with like the technology and like the stuff that we have now, you would think that even one bank robbery isn't enough.
Chiefsaholic, bro. Nobody knows who he is, dude.
That's true, yeah.
That's a Chiefsaholic right there. And so he's finally been arrested. Maybe our most notorious bank robber since like John Dillinger.
Yeah. Right.
It goes Bonnie and Clyde, John Dillinger, Chiefsaholic. I'm not going to say his actual name because he's a fucking bank robber. We don't support
that kind of stuff.
But we do support Chiefsaholic.
We support Chiefsaholic.
We support the super fans. You're just doing what you got to do. You know what I mean?
Oh, totally.
And the best part about it is that, he's taking his money that he robs from these banks and putting it on Chiefs games. You know what I mean? Not anymore, though.
What would you do if not betting on your team? You know
That's what
I
I'm
mean?
saying.
What a guy.
Yeah. He's like, I'm just trying to support the Chiefs right now. We'll enjoy your time incarcerated, Chiefsaholic. Hopefully he's incarcerated near the city of Kansas City.
Hopefully
he'll have some fans in the joint already.
He'd be able to hear.
Wonder if they'll let him take his Chiefsaholic mask into the joint with him. Like he gets in there. It's like, like famous people going to jail and like they get protected because the people like rappers are like, oh, everybody in there likes them. Athletes or whatever. It's like they don't got to worry about it. Chiefsaholic goes in there. He's like, no, dude, I'm Chiefsaholic. And they're like, shut the fuck up. You ain't Chiefsaholic.
I love Chiefsaholic. You're not Chiefsaholic. Yeah.
And he can't even prove it, dude.
Yeah, right. He's like, no, I got all this stuff in my house. It's all in an evidence lockup.
He makes his girlfriend come into the visiting hours in the Chiefsaholic outfit. Like, she's like, you should bring it in. Show him. Show him.
No, dude. You're dropping the soap like everybody else, buddy.
Another football related story. This is like my favorite thing of the offseason so far. because this is something I've been calling for a long time, because you know me, I'm a big jersey guy. I love a good jersey.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like the Kraken's jersey is almost enough for make me jump ship, dude. I love that jersey. You know what I mean?
That's
I love
okay.
the color scheme. I love all of it. Tampa Bay Buccaneers bringing the creamsicle back.
Whoa, that's beautiful.
Maybe the coolest. I love this uniform.
That's great.
Always, anytime on Madden, anytime I play the Buccaneers, I always switch their jerseys to the cream. I just like looking at it.
That's a great looking color.
It's a soft orange, you know, like it's creamsicle colors, dude. You got the buck on the helmet is cooler.
Yep.
You know, I don't like that stupid flag. This guy's cool. He's got the knife in his teeth. So I'm not sure what if this is going to be like their regular home getup, or if this is going to be something they wear on
Like their
special
alternate?
occasions, or alternate or whatever. I hope it's their regular home getup, and then they have white versions for the road, because this is on the short list of, in my mind, of best jerseys of all time.
Wow.
I love this jersey, the color scheme, everything about it. I'm glad they're bringing it back. Creamsicle in Tampa Bay.
Beautiful.
Too bad. Well, and you know what? They got Shake and Baker Mayfield over there now, dude.
Oh yeah, they do.
You got Bakes and the creamsicle. Could spell success.
Hey, you look good. You play good.
In hockey news, I love how we're like covering the sports that are in off season. We're not like
There's no other sports on right now.
Oh, you're right.
There's no other sports on right now.
There is no sports. So
Yeah.
on hockey news, this is kind of cool. Tim Tebow. I mean, we could have put this under football news too, because you know Tim Tebow's involved.
Yeah.
Tim Tebow has been approved to start an ECHL, East Coast Hockey League. It's like, what do you want to say, double A if you're in baseball terms?
Yeah,
for
I
the
guess.
NHL, it's like NHL, AHL, ECHL.
Yeah.
And
Where does the OHL figure in? What about the KHL?
well, I mean, I'm talking about in the
I know,
States.
yeah, I
You know what I
gotcha.
mean?
I'm
Because the
just kidding.
KHL is probably it's AHL like skill level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's right below the NHL, but it's in Russia. It doesn't count.
Yeah.
Like, you can't even come play over here. They'll
I'm
take
just
your
kidding,
family.
dude.
They'll take your family hostage if you try to fucking.
Yeah.
Like that dude, we didn't even talk about that. Was his name Michayev, the guy that he would have been like 1A or 2 in the draft to Connor Bedard. The Flyers ended up picking him up, but it was like people were staying away from him because they don't know when he's going to be able to play in the States because his contractual obligations to the KHL. And we all know how that works out. Like, there's been, if you're not aware of the political climate between not just Russia and other countries, but Russia and their own athletes who attempt to go play in other places around the world, hockey specifically, because that's a big Russian sport, and some of the best players in the world has come from Russia. There's been guys who have had to leave the NHL mid-season to go back and just play in the KHL because, like, their families are going to be killed.
Right.
Like, it is like crazy mob type rule shit in the KHL still on some teams. So if you're contractually obligated, even if you get drafted by an NHL team, this guy, he may play this season, he may play in 3 years. So it's like a real risk sometimes. So it's like there's Russian players that are picked, but they're guys who don't have contracts with KHL teams. You know what I mean? Hockey's a weird sport where you can get drafted when you're 13 and play. I mean, not 13, but you know what I mean. You could
Drafted
be
young.
You could get drafted super young and play college, play minor leagues, and like your NHL team doesn't see you for 5 years. You know what I mean? That's normal in hockey a lot of times, unless you're like a top 5 pick. But these KHL guys who have contractual obligations, like for the same reason that some kids get drafted when they're 17 and go finish college and then go, you know what I mean? These guys are staying there because they can't leave.
Right.
You know?
But yeah, he starts an ECHL team.
I forgot what we were even
I
talking
saw
about.
it's okay, dude. But he starts an ECH. I saw it.
Joey's like, I saw his eyes went blank for a second, and he forgot how
He looked like he had shark's eyes for a second, you know.
a doll.
But Tebow starts an ECHL team
in Tahoe. Lake
How exciting
Tahoe,
is
California. That's pretty cool.
that? I
mean,
was just there a few weeks ago.
It's a cool site for a sports team. And
What do you think they're gonna be called?
so that was the thing I wrote down. I read an article about potential team names, and this list might be the most uncreative, uninventive, boring names of all time for a sports team.
Hit me with it.
I don't think this is an official list. I don't think like Tebow's released his, definitive list of choices.
Yeah.
But this was compiled by, Tahoe sports writers or whatever. because all the sports that go on in Tahoe. The Lake Tahoe Tessie.
Tessie?
Which I guess is Tahoe has their own mythical version of the Loch Ness Monster. Yes, it's a serpent-like creature that apparently lives in Lake Tahoe.
We need that's bad. Like a button.
Yeah. The Tahoe Whitecaps. So there's already like a Whitecaps AHL team, I want to say, but it's ocean related because, the Whitecaps are in the ocean, like the real Whitecaps, you know what I mean? The caps of the waves. You know what I mean? You're talking about a lake. Yeah, it's a big lake. I'm sure there's some Whitecaps out there, but that's dumb.
I'm not
as
a fan of a color in front of whatever it's supposed to be. You
or
know
the
what I mean?
thing of
like Golden Knights.
But like the Tahoe tops of waves.
That's not a real.
No, but that's what a Whitecap is. It's the little top of the wave when it crests over and it gets white bubbles.
I assumed the Whitecap was like the mountains.
No.
I think you're wrong.
You are right. No, there's another sports team where the Whitecaps is an ocean. It's related to the ocean, the waves. So this Whitecap, you're right.
Would be the snow up in the mountains.
Dumb.
Stupid.
Dumb.
Next.
When you can take your name and substitute it for the meaning of something else, it's a dumb name.
Dumb name.
The Lake Tahoe Trees. Like, at least be like Stanford, right?
Yeah.
And like what do they call themselves?
I have no idea. It's an oak tree though, isn't it?
No, it's a pine tree.
Oh.
But is their mascot, but they're called we're the worst sports guys ever. As soon as I like have something in my mind of a sports take, and then I forget it. What is the Stanford name? It's something stupid, but like their thing's a tree, so I guess.
Dude, I don't get any reception out here, dude.
Oh my god, dude, what is this?
What is up with your studio, man? Oh, Here we go. Stanford.
Why do I always forget this? It's something I always remember.
What is it? What would it be called? A mascot? Stanford mascot?
Yeah. This is good pod right here.
Stanford Cardinal.
Yeah, the Cardinal.
But it's a fucking tree.
Yeah, but they do it because of the red color, cardinal red. But then their thing's a tree.
But it's a tree.
But it doesn't make any sense.
There is no official mascot at Stanford University. The tree, which is a member of the Stanford band, is representative of El Palo Alto. The redwood tree is a logo. It is a redwood tree.
You mean East Palo Alto?
It says El Palo Alto. EL Palo Alto.
You also said oak tree when you
did I say oak tree?
Corrected you. Yes, dickwad.
Sorry. I apologize.
Redwood tree.
The tree, which is the logo of the city of Palo Alto. So they just stole the logo. So that's not even a good
comparison.
Yeah.
Lake Tahoe trees.
Dumb.
Lake Tahoe blizzard.
Dumb. They might as well call themselves the Lake Tahoe snowstorm.
This might be the best one. The Lake Tahoe Lakers. So this is like something that's always puzzled me, right? When it comes to like team relocation and stuff, like the LA Lakers.
Yeah.
You ever wonder why they're called the Lakers?
Yeah, I do actually.
It's because they were from I can't remember what city they were from, but it was on the Great Lakes originally.
I assumed when you said that, I was like, oh, Michigan.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Minnesota, Michigan, one of those places. And then they relocated to Los Angeles and just kept the name Lakers.
Dumb.
Right? It's been so long that it doesn't really matter why they're called the Lakers anymore. They're just the Lakers, right? It doesn't even have a meaning because there's no fucking lakes around them, so nobody even thinks about it, right? It's one of those questions they ask NBA players that play for the Lakers, and they're like, I don't fucking know why we're called the Lakers. But
we're just a dynasty team, bro.
But I hate that. I'm like, if you're going to move the team, change the name. I don't like when they move the team.
I wish Winnipeg would have stayed the Thrashers.
The Winnipeg Thrashers? No, because they already had the Jets.
I know. I'm just saying.
You know what I mean? Bring the Jets back. I hate
miss
their
that
logo.
name, Thrasher.
I like their old logo though. I hate the fact that they actually have like a stupid looking jet on their fucking stuff.
It is pretty dumb.
But yeah, move the team, change the name. But now that the Lakers are established, like what? How are you gonna? No other team on planet Earth can be called the Lakers.
No way.
Like even the Chinese knockoff hockey team is called the China Sharks. They're not even just called the Sharks. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
They have
know
the
that.
China sharks, and the shark has a little top hat and a monocle.
Shut up.
Yeah, it's tight.
That's really cool.
But they call it the China sharks.
To the China Sharks.
They're not the sharks.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah, Lake Tahoe Lakers. That's real cool. And then here's another real nice one. The Lake Tahoe Blue. Right? Because that would be the most relatable one because everybody's got those Keep Lake Tahoe Blue bumper stickers.
Yeah.
Lake Tahoe Blue. The Lake Tahoe Zephyr, which I guess...
Like 3/4 of South Shore is named Zephyr. So
Right, it's like a wind-related name or something like that. The Lake Tahoe Neon, in like relation to the casino neon signs at the casinos. Now you alluded to this one a few seconds ago, but being that they share the same state, the Lake Tahoe Bronze Knights. How bad is this list, dude?
who came up with this?
This is the level of sports writing you're gonna get out of a Lake Tahoe based sports guy that's covering this Lake Tahoe hockey team.
I can't support them if they're gonna
The Lake
be
Tahoe
stupid.
Bronze Knights.
Come on, dude.
We're the little brother.
Yeah, right. Like they can't even be silver.
Like you better.
They can't even be silver.
I didn't even think about that.
They can't. Yeah.
Does
Silver Knight is still pretty bad. What about Silver Paladin?
What's the AHL team that is connected to the Vegas Knights? Right? The Golden Knights should have an AHL team called the Silver Knights, and if they do, and if this is their ECHL minor league team, I think I can accept Bronze Knights. This is our crack info team right here. Joey is looking up the info. What's their AHL team?
The Henderson Silver Knights.
Silver Knights. So then if this ECHL team is the Las Vegas,
They previously it was the Chicago Wolves,
right?
and now they're the Henderson Silver Knights.
Because Henderson, Nevada, it's right there. They can just go across town to get their minor league guys. Okay, so they're the Silver Knights. So even though it is really
Bronze Knights kind of makes sense
if they are their ECHL team.
But they should make it a cool name though.
But
Knights is so stupid.
It's stupid. But of this entire stupid list, if they are the Vegas ECHL team and their AHL is the Silver Knights, I will accept them being the Bronze Knights.
Can I throw in another stupid name?
Huh?
The Lake Tahoe Red Cross Templars.
It's okay.
Yeah. Dude.
And then the last one on the list is another one that you're
The
gonna
Lake
love.
Tahoe Shiny Charizards.
The Lake Tahoe Turquoise. Just the color of the lake.
The two things that I said were already better than anything on that list.
There you go.
Oh my God. What is happening?
Like we start that with some cool news that Tim Tebow's starting an ECHL team, and then we
just
end
completely
with,
shit on it. Dude,
what
right
the
here.
hell?
If you let this happen, if you let them murder my boy like this is horrible.
Tebow, if you're watching this right now,
Because we know
don't
ball.
let the Bungalow Sports Show be the official sports show of your ECHL team, of the Lake Tahoe ECHL team. We'll get you a good name. We will not let you have one of these dumb names. Please do not let whoever wrote this article with these names in it. Please don't let him cover your team in any way.
Please.
We will cover it every week.
See, here was the other thing I was going to say. When I saw they put this on the list, I was going to piggyback off that and say, how about you make us the official play-by-play announcers too? We could do it, dude.
We could do it.
Coming up the neutral zone, breaking in. Past it, shoots, scores!
I just thought of a better name than any of these right
The
now.
Lake Tahoe Red Cross Templars.
The Lake Tahoe State Lines, dude.
Oh.
That's a better one.
That was actually pretty good.
That's a better one.
Brought to you by Harvey's.
Right? The Lake Tahoe State Lines.
State
dude.
Lines. That's actually kind of cool.
I mean, there's so many, like, jackpots. I'll take jackpots, dude.
Okay.
I'll take
the Lake Tahoe slot machines.
the Lake Tahoe all on Reds. The Lake Tahoe sports books.
Oh.
The Lake Tahoe
Heavenly.
The Lake Tahoe Airbnbs.
Stupid.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Lake Tahoe bunny slopes.
Ooh.
Diamond slopes. Diamond slopes, dude. And then you just have the diamond slope sign as your logo.
That would be kind of cool.
I'm just saying. We got ideas, Tebow.
Yeah. Hit us up, man.
You know, and I got to tell you, I was a big fan of yours, Tebow.
Please, just don't let this happen.
You have so much potential right now. I never said you should have been a tight end. I always thought you should be a quarterback. All right, more hockey news. This is the best story of the week.
Yeah.
Alex Galchenyuk from the Arizona Coyotes. Not a team that gets a lot of press for their skill level, things like that.
They're moving, right? Or something like that.
Well,
they have to move.
Hopefully. Yeah. But Gary Bettman really is trying his hardest to keep him in fucking Arizona for some reason. I don't know. But not good when this is your biggest off-season story. Galchenyuk got arrested for a DUI, got pulled over, got detained by the police. And the norm, that happens all the time in sports, especially in hockey off-season. A lot of hockey off-seasons getting dewies, dude. You know, a lot of off-season hockey guys, it's always been a thing, right? They like to party. They're beer drinkers.
Yes, they are.
And sometimes they drink and drive. They don't make the best decisions. They get hit a lot. But not only did he just get arrested and detained by the police, but he also is being charged with resisting arrest and all kinds of crazy stuff. And along with that, it was released a lot of the things he said to the police officers. ESPN will just tell you that he threatened their lives. But when you dig a little bit deeper, you got some actual quotes for old Alex.
Hit me with one.
While he had handcuffs on. He threatened to cut out the organs of the police officer's family.
Where's he from?
He also threatened to end your bloodline.
That is such a hardcore. Oh my god.
Now that's some real Eastern European shit right there, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
he's from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Really?
That's according to Wikipedia.
He's an American talking like that?
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Well, they do like to get drunk in Wisconsin.
Wow.
And
that's crazy.
Yeah, dude, that's like,
I will end your bloodline.
I will end your bloodline.
That's some like freaking medieval shit, dude.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, that's like
a plague of both your houses.
That's like a threat that you would see like a detective getting from like a mob boss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or some
and like cutouts, like the
or just some like crazy dude in the interrogation room in Law and Order.
Yeah. He's not a small guy either. He's a big dude.
Stay away from the sauce, Alex.
That is crazy.
You know what I mean? I think he's getting a pass because of his last name. People think he's foreign. I mean, obviously his people come from a different country, but we talked about that last week about you are where you're born, bro.
Right.
And he was born in the U.S. of A.
And he's out here.
I think people are like, oh, look at that name. It's hard to say. So, yeah, of course.
I will end your bloodline.
Those type of people say shit like that all the time. But he's from Milwaukee.
I'm going to cut out your loved one's organs and sell them on the black market.
Yeah. Fuck. Some billionaire's going to be buying your kid's kidney here in a couple weeks.
Yeah, get those adrenochromes, dude.
Jesus Christ. All right, moving on. Out of hockey. Into a sport that's actually happening year-round, MMA. Last night we had UFC Fight Night, Holly Holm versus Buena Silva. Real dudder of a card. If those of you who are fans of my and Alexis's Fight Night preview, I know we've been a little sporadic lately. We haven't had one. I'm gearing up for our live show. On the live show we talked last week. By the time this episode comes out, I will have posted options for our new MMA show name, right? And I'll be putting out polls all the way up until the live show. And on the live show, we're gonna pick a name for the show, and it's gonna be like this show, except just completely MMA based, just more structured. Still have the fight previews of the upcoming card, but we'll talk about more combat sports. We'll talk more about all the other stuff and just more news and updates and things like that.
And don't forget the Bungalow Fight Night live.
That's what I'm saying. So on the Fight Night Live is where we're gonna pick our new name.
Sorry.
Okay. And so we'll probably we got 2 more Saturdays until the 29th until our live show. So, like I said, if you're listening to this now and haven't seen any logos or options for names, go on the Bungalow Sports Show or Peak One social medias, Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff, and I will have posted some options.
Literally can't be worse than the Lake Tahoe Whitecaps.
The Lake Tahoe Lakers.
The Lake Tahoe Blue.
Yeah. The Bungalow Lakers MMA show. That's what we're going to call it.
The Bronze Knights.
Yeah. Anyways, so last night we had a fight night that didn't really need a little preview because nobody watched it anyways, except for me because I'm a degenerate. Couple of things on here. It hasn't my iPad hasn't updated because I added a video.
I saw that. Is it the Chelsea Chandler one?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that.
You saw
dude.
it. Okay, so
Yeah.
Chelsea Chandler, obviously, nobody knows who she is, but we do. I do. She's from Stockton, California. She's a protege of the Diaz brothers. She is friends with a friend of mine, Carlo Charmogue, who owns Ziggy Smoke Shop, and they have locations in Stockton, in Orange County, and in Miami. Check them all out. Ziggy's Smoke Shop.
Tracy too, didn't they?
Huh?
Didn't they have Tracy too?
Oh, and in Tracy. I forgot. But they've sponsored her before. She's a good MMA prospect, 145, which is a very weak. The champ just retired, and there's really nobody else, so they're looking for fighters to fill the void of Amanda Nunes at 145 to keep that alive.
Yeah.
Even floating rumors of Ronda Rousey coming back, who's been training with Chelsea Chandler. So all this hype and everything, and old Chelsea just got fucked up last night by Norma Dumont. Norma Dumont, she's a great fighter, but she's not going to blow your hair back. But the thing with me is there was a lot of shit talking. Obviously, Chelsea Chandler coming from Stockton, coming from the Diaz's. Yeah. They've got... she has to uphold that standard of excellence. Got to uphold that standard of shit talking. Yeah. And they got into it at the face-off, weigh-in the face-off and all that. And I just saw... They almost got into a fight, and they had to be separated. And Norma Dumont, obviously in Portuguese, she's Brazilian, and there were subtitles, so I don't know how accurate they were, but basically told her to stop flapping her loose pussy at her. Keep flapping your loose pussy or something like that. And I was just like, damn, those Brazilians hit hard with their insults.
Yeah, they do.
They're a very sexual-based culture, so I guess that carries over into their shit-talking because she... didn't want to hear about what's coming out of her mouth. She was worried about what's coming out of that loose puss. Yeah. And so it was heated. And Norma Dumont backed that shit up and basically picked her apart. Chelsea Chandler didn't move her head. It was like she had a neck brace on. It was just straight up. Her left hand was down by her stomach the whole time. She just kept getting fucking whacked. And there was a point in the fight. You never, things happen, right? You get punched in the face, you react differently. You get rocked, you react differently. A lot of crazy, weird, funny stuff has happened in the octagon. But you never want to be the person who makes Daniel Cormier giggle and go, I've never seen nothing like that before. And that was because Chelsea Chandler, at one point, she got hit with a good shot, turned her back, and literally sprinted away to the other side of the octagon with Norma Dumont chasing her like an after-school bully.
And only to just get clocked.
Only to, when she reached the fence on the other side, get fucking mollywopped again.
Yeah. It didn't even work out.
You should have just...
Yeah, you should have just taken the...
You should have just grabbed onto her and tried to take her down on the other side of the octagon. Instead, you ran away with your back turned. So as soon as you turned around, she fucking blasted you
That
again.
was the funniest thing about that.
It's crazy.
Oh, my God.
And it's I'm not talking shit. I'm not saying that she's... I'm saying that was like a fight or flight move.
Look, I don't like getting punched in the face.
I don't think cognitively she was like, I'm going to turn around and run. I think that was literally fight or flight. Her brain was just like,
get out of here.
Get out of this situation. Right? Yeah. But her fight brain, most of the time, super skilled fighters, everybody has fight or flight. But then their fight brain takes over, and because panicking in that situation never works out for anyone. Yeah. Right? So it's what her fight brain should have done in that moment would be oh shit, I got punched, drop down for a double leg, grab her around the waist. Right. Dude, just get closer so she can't hit you again that hard. Chelsea's fight or flight brain took over, and she flew. She flew, and then one of Norma's fists flew
Just,
right into her face.
right behind. It was so sad.
That's how DeMont slows things down. She hits rocked her, canceled out, running away. She's just bringing out of there. Huge damage.
So yeah, she got beat up pretty bad. So shout out to Stockton, California, with that one. The other big name on the card, I mean, big name to me, Jack Della Maddalena. He's another
JDM.
South African prospect. We talked about Dricus du Plessis last week.
DDP.
No, Jack is Australian. He's one of those. His shorts are orange or yellow and green, which is also South Africa. So like when they wear the shorts in the octagon, so I get them mixed up sometime. But Jack is Australian. And,
wouldn't that be New Zealand?
New Zealand is black.
Is it? Well, Australia is blue and...
No, Australia is green and
really?
Yellow, yeah.
I thought they were blue and red, just like...
Australia has like a little Union Jack on some of their flags, but most of their flags are just like... I don't know. Well, anyways, this doesn't matter.
This is not a flag show. Sorry.
This isn't flags.
Oh, yeah.
Bungalow flag show. So Jack Della Maddalena... He's a big prospect. He's had 5 straight knockouts in the UFC, all first round. Big time prospect. Was supposed to have a fight last week on the pay-per-view. His opponent had to back out of the fight last minute, so he stuck around in Las Vegas because that last week's show was at the T-Mobile Arena. This week was at the UFC Apex, so both in Las Vegas. He stuck around in Las Vegas and cut weight again so he could get a fight on this card. So he fought a guy on 5 days' notice, that Hafez was the guy's last name, and he freaking brought it, dude. I thought he was gonna win this fight. It was a split decision victory for JDM, but barely, and it was it was nice to see. You rarely see a guy on 5 days' notice, UFC debut, that has that good of a showing against someone who arguably is almost in the top 10 of their weight class. Like, you're an unranked, never fought in the UFC guy fighting number 12.
Right.
And he definitely out-wrestled him. But a few of the rounds, like, Maddalena's punches were just, he fucking tagged him with too much shit not to give him the round. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The guy's takedowns were great, and he was out-wrestling him, but he wasn't causing really any damage on the ground. Had a couple submission attempts and things like that, but then when they would stand back up, JDM would clip him with too powerful of stuff for them not to give him the nod. But it was a big test. So if you care about JDM, Jack Della Maddalena, I guess he passed it, but they're going to have to, after that, they're going to have to give him another kind of a test.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're not shooting top 5.
Right.
We need like number 10, number 9,
sure,
number 11, something like that for him. In the main event, Holly Holm versus Mayra Bueno Silva. Holly Holm's 41 years old, still doing the damn thing. Preacher's daughter. She, kick heard around the world. She's the one to knock out Ronda Rousey, and win that title and end the hype. The Ronda train came to a screeching halt when Holly kicked her in the head. So she's done it. She's been the champ. She knocked out the unbeatable Ronda Rousey. She's done it, but she's got that fighter's heart trying to stay in there. But at this point, she needs to retire.
Yeah.
She needs to stop trying to go. I don't know if she's trying to make another title run or she's doing one of those things where she's trying to go out on a win or on a knockout or on I don't know what her mindset is. But she's not embarrassing yet. Right?
Yeah.
She's on the feet because she's a Hall of Fame boxer.
At least she didn't run away.
Anybody who watches a Holly Holm fight in the UFC and they're not impressed, please also remember that before she ever joined the UFC, she had a Hall of Fame boxing career, and she will be in the boxing. She might already be in the Women's Boxing Hall of Fame. So she's impressive no matter what. And obviously, last night, she was holding her own on the feet and clipping her, and her movement is crazy and just really hard to... Buena Silva ended up getting her down and choking her out. In the second or third, I can't remember. I kept falling asleep. Holly, just retire. You're not embarrassing yourself yet.
Yeah.
So why let that happen?
Right.
You know what I mean? Because this 400 and she's 135, maybe go up to 145 where there's nobody there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And maybe, but then those ladies are big. Ladies are big. I mean, you could go fight Chelsea Chandler at 145.
Yeah.
She'll just run away.
She'll just run away from me.
But I don't know. My thought, I hate to tell people what to do, but
also
I'm going to tell you what to do, Holly.
We're experts.
Just retire, go and it's all good. And nobody has any negative thoughts about you in your fighting career yet.
Next to our names is SME, subject matter experts.
Right. That's right.
So no matter what we talk about.
And this is a subject.
Mm-hmm.
Other UFC news, light heavyweight champion, former light heavyweight champion, Jamal Hill has to relinquish his title. Didn't have to, but he's a gentleman. And he relinquished his title a couple days ago because he blew his Achilles out.
Yeah.
And
it's the right thing to do.
It is. Well, that's how he got the title in the first place. Is Yuri Prohaska was the champion. I don't know if his was a knee. It was something, a long-term injury. He relinquished the title, and that gave Jamal Hill the opportunity to fight for the vacant title. He won it. And now he has a long-term injury. He's done the same thing. So now Yuri is going to probably fight the winner of UFC 291. Watch it live with us. So that even adds more drama to that fight card for us.
Yeah, it does.
Is the co-main event, which is Jan Blachowicz versus Alex Pereira. That is now going to be a title eliminator. I believe the winner of that is now going to fight Yuri Prohaska for the light heavyweight title. Wow. So it adds more.
July 29th, baby.
Yeah. So, Jamal Hill, good on you. You don't let these titles just get backed up. I hate it when guys don't fight for a year and they just interim
just hold on
titles.
to the
It's
title.
like fucking you didn't lose it, so just let somebody else fight for it, and then when you're ready, come back and win it back.
Yep. If you're that.
The
good.
ironic thing, though, is we've talked about other sports. I think most recently, Nikola Jokic not being able to do him do the horse racing because of they don't in his contract. There's lots of athletes who have extracurricular hobbies that they're not allowed to do because they'll get injured. There's a
possibility to get injured.
So the ironic thing about Jamal Hill, UFC might need to put some of those things in the contracts because he blew his Achilles out in a UFC sponsored basketball game ran by Daniel Cormier. They had a bunch of UFC guys playing basketball against each other, and that's where he blew out his Achilles.
Yeah.
So
and the problem is they started throwing capoeira kicks, right? So it's just
just flipping around all over the place. What else do we got? Oh, we've got an announcement. John Jones is coming back. He's actually going to fight Stipe Miocic, UFC 295 on November.
Are you excited
11th.
about that?
I am.
I was
John
hoping
Jones
to be
is gonna-
somebody else.
Stipe, I know he's very unassuming, and he doesn't have a huge entertaining presence, but he
I
is
just figured he's
arguably
old,
the best. But he's not.
He's old.
No, he's not. He's not.
Just hang up the gloves.
He's arguably the best heavyweight of all time.
I think just hang up the gloves.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So that was one of Jones's bucket lists when he came back. That was one of his bucket list names that he wanted to fight. You know what I mean? So we're going to get that. John's going to win. He's probably very similarly to the way he beat Cyril Gahn. I think it's going to be a demolishing. Nothing against Stipe, but it's just one of those things. You come certain times and certain eras of sports, you just have guys that are just so much better than everybody else. And I think, especially at heavyweight, that's John Jones.
Yeah, for sure.
Because there's just no other heavyweight that can do what he does, move like he does.
Say what you want about him. He is arguably the greatest of all time.
Of all time. Not even, I don't think it's arguable anymore.
No, I mean,
especially since he came back and won the heavyweight. You know what I mean? Like, I would like to hear an argument that I wouldn't laugh at to say John Jones is the GOAT. And if he beats Stipe, then there's definitely no argument. You know, he's the light heavyweight GOAT and the heavyweight GOAT if he beats Stipe.
Right.
And then me and Alexis going to have to eat crow on the next Fight Night preview because a few months ago, or not a few months ago, we haven't even been doing it that long, but we always announced that Ngannou will never get a legit boxing match, and he's getting one. He's actually going to fight Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
In Saudi Arabia on October 28th.
Who do you think's got that?
Tyson Fury. The guy's 6'9" and the best boxer of all time. It's just Ngannou obviously has a puncher's chance, obviously, but Ngannou's been beat in MMA. I know he doesn't have to worry about getting wrestled, but Ngannou won his last big UFC match wrestling someone, not even knocking them out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just a weird thing. Francis, get your money. I'm happy. I'll eat crow. You made the right move. I've spent the last year, 6 months saying you made the wrong move.
Right.
But you obviously made the right move because you got that big giant PFL contract. I still think it's stupid that the PFL would give you that money or that they would make this boxing match because I don't think it's a competition. I just don't think like Tyson Fury is such a good It's like the John Jones in the heavyweight division. Tyson Fury, he can knock people out, but that's not what he does.
Right.
He outboxes people like a lightweight. He's just so good at boxing. Yes, he can knock you out because he's 6'9", but he is so good at boxing.
Right.
Francis Ngannou is not so good at boxing. He can knock you into the atmosphere, but he's not. You know, like.
Right.
Tyson Fury is the Floyd Mayweather of the heavyweight division. Like, the guy moves.
And Tyson Fury was talking just a few months ago about John Jones, fighting John Jones instead.
Right.
How do you think that would have played out?
Well, if they fight MMA?
No. He would have fought. Come on. No,
Tyson Fury was talking about MMA against John
they
Jones.
wouldn't.
But I'm just saying.
They wouldn't.
It's no.
They all say that, but they won't.
Of course not. But I'm saying that's why. Because in boxing, he beats John Jones, and MMA, John Jones beats him. I mean, it's just the way it goes. So Fury and Ngannou, it's happening, and I think Tyson Fury I think he knocks out Ngannou. Honestly,
wow,
I think he does. I think he outboxes him for a couple rounds and tags him up, and Ngannou.
I think Ngannou catches him with a knockout.
Well, we are different, you know. I set you up for that one.
Yes, you did.
Joe, you got any quickies?
I do, dude. Sharks news, local news. We are keeping the Wichita Thunder as our ECHL team.
I saw that.
I think you saw that. So exciting,
Can't wait for
exciting.
that Wichita Thunder,
Right.
Lake Tahoe Bronze Knights matchup.
Dude, we'll have to go watch that. I'm not going to Wichita, but we'll have to
go to Tahoe.
Yeah, we'll have to go to Tahoe.
It's in a high school gym.
I sent you two videos.
They flood a high school gym that's their arena.
Yeah.
Or they play it on the lake.
I sent you two videos. One of them is boxer Daniela Hemsley after she won her first boxing match.
Okay.
She flashed the crowd.
Hell yeah, I think I saw that shit, dude.
Good for her, right?
Fucking A, dude. Get
Gotta
those
love
tats out,
That's
dude.
what I'm talking about, dude.
Show
Just
it.
exciting.
Yeah.
You know, exciting.
There was like DAZN had like a social media influencer boxing card this last week.
Yeah.
And like two of the chicks that were fighting each other, they like tongue kissed each other at the face-offs.
Nice.
Because like one chick was trying to be cute and like they got their face to face and she like gave the other one a peck. And then the other girl was just like, "Well, let's do this.
If you're gonna kiss me,
let's
kiss
do
me
this
for
a proper
real."
way." And
Yeah.
she just grabbed her by the head and
Oh,
fucking,
wow.
like went in for it. Yeah, it's idiocracy, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got tits out. We got Elon Musk and Zuckerberg fighting. Did you see the picture of Zuckerberg with Volkanovski and Izzy?
No, I didn't see it.
He's ripped, dude.
Is
He's got fucking tits and
That's what I'm saying,
six-pack.
dude. Everyone's sitting here telling me that Elon Musk is gonna whoop him, but
Why would they think that?
I don't know. They're like, well, he did karate. I was like, Zuckerberg's been training
And
jiu-jitsu
also,
for
like,
how long?
Like, I don't have a good body.
Yeah,
But I'm also not putting myself up against somebody who trains on a daily basis.
every day. He surfs.
We've seen
he
Elon's
trains.
body.
Yeah. Yeah, and you can say what you want about surfing. That requires some strength, core,
Whatever it is.
all of it,
It's
dude.
just athleticism. It's just being in shape.
Yeah.
So I know Elon can get in shape.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's a possibility. But I'm saying as of right now, with people just saying like, oh, Elon, he's so much bigger. He's going to wipe it. That doesn't mean shit.
No, it's going to be ruled as a no contest.
I mean, Tim
'cause-
told you just a couple weeks ago that I'd mop the floor with you if you ever got on the mats with me. You know
Dude,
what I mean?
I
And
would
you're way bigger than
dislocate your shoulder.
me. You would never get a hold of my arm.
No, you would just put your arm down and then it would dislocate. Dude.
I would Saturday night ride you until they pulled me off. Like we would be dick to dick, and there would be
Don't
nothing.
threaten me with a
there
good
would be
time.
nothing you could do. You would just be on the ground with our dick tips touching, and I just sit there, and you wouldn't be able to do anything. And then it'd just be like Paris would come out, and she'd be like, "Cole, lunch is ready. Jesus Christ, let's go. Let him up. He's got plans today." Because we just sit there all day.
Yeah.
And I'd have your legs vined up, and I'd just be I just lay my torso on top of yours, and just my balance and my positioning.
I have pretty big inner ears,
my
dude.
base.
So I think my balance.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter what your balance is when you're flat on your back.
Okay, dude.
And I've got the vines in, and our dicks are touching.
I think once that happens, I'm pretty much done.
Pelvis to pelvis, and there's no space there.
Yeah.
And you can't move because you need your legs to get up, but they're just going to be up. Mine are going to be wrapped around yours, and your legs are just going to be up in the air like this.
That's so degrading. You're going to do that to me?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Look
up. I'll put up a graphic of a Saturday Night Ride.
Why am I blushing?
I'll put up a graphic of a Saturday Night Ride.
Why am I blushing? That sounds like a good time. Yeah. There's a Barstool Sports posted this. It says indie wrestling shows are the best, and I sent you this video too. So if you wanted to put it in there, okay. But I'll just show you right now.
Holy shit!
Can you see? Oh yeah.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
Did he jump yet?
Oh my God!
Completely misses the table.
Oh my God!
And then I love the dedication to the and that looks like concrete floor, buddy.
No, it's definitely concrete floor.
So he completely misses the table, misses the guy, and I love the dedication to the bit because the guy who's on the table rolls off.
Oh man!
That he broke a lot of bones.
Yeah, he did for sure.
That was a lot of bones.
Indie wrestling, man, that's just crazy.
I mean, we do this for free. It makes me feel less bad that we're just doing this. For free.
Yeah. These guys are collecting like $100 paycheck to go.
If that, dude.
Yeah, dude.
They might have paid to be there.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Last thing. Oh no, I have one last thing. I don't know about your TikTok, dude, but my TikTok algorithm, as I'm scrolling through now, I'm noticing every 3 to 4, I'm getting to how to speak Chinese.
Okay.
Dude,
I'm not getting that, but
I think like I'm afraid I'm gonna become like the Manchurian Candidate. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna say
they've chosen you.
They're gonna say like brick, school bus,
right?
You're
getting
9/11,
brainwashed.
and I'm all of a sudden I'm attacking children.
You're like the
you know
Winter Soldier.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm afraid.
Joey's a weapon.
I've been asking
And he doesn't
everybody,
even
and
know
everyone's like, "No, that's not happening to me." I'm like, "Dude, it's like every 3 to 4 slides."
No
all of a sudden, I'm
kidding.
getting
They're like, China's not so bad.
Yeah, they're like, "Are you watching it?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not liking the videos, but I'm watching it.
I mean, I don't know why, but I'm kind of scared not to.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. They're gonna show up at my house.
Yeah. Wild, dude. Maybe that is.
They're taking over.
Joey's the secret Chinese operative on this show, dude. He's infiltrating the Peak One Sports Network.
All of a sudden, it's just like ragamuffin, and I'm like,
Hey, I'll take that Chinese money.
Yeah.
If China wants a competitor to Barstool Sports, dude, or something like that,
yeah,
I'll be your Huckleberry.
Did you see that McElroy? Rory? He said that he would rather retire than play with Live Golf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you got that kind of money. That's the choices you get
more,
to make.
dude.
Why? What do you need it for?
What do you mean? What do you need it for? Go get more.
Life ain't about money, dude.
That's it for Joey's Quickies, man. Thank you. Thank you guys for listening.
All right, this has been a good show,
It was fun.
but we're here at the end.
It was fun. Actually, you know what's funny?
Hmm.
Dutch Bros came out with a flavor called the Firecracker Rebel for 4th of July. Okay, my parents were saying, "Oh, it's really great. It's made with red raspberry, and I said, "So raspberry,
Raspberry or
well, isn't it raspberry?"
I mean, I guess that's a
So
personal...
I said, "Oh, so just raspberry," and they said, "No, it says red raspberry." I was like, "Raspberries are red," and they go, "Yeah, but like." It's a red raspberry. I was like, there's only red raspberry. You don't have to specify.
I get you're trying to tell me a story right now, but it is really, really pissing me off that you're overemphasizing the S in raspberry.
And so, okay, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to roll.
Raspberry?
I'm going to roll past it, okay? So I'm going to rasp past it.
Yeah, it's one of those things because they're like, no, there's blue raspberry. Too.
There's no such thing as a blue raspberry, dude.
I know.
It's killing me, right?
Right.
And so I told my parents, they're like, no, there's a blue raspberry. And I said, no, guys, that's not.
Flavor.
Yeah, it's the
really
flavor
into
blue.
Slurpees,
What you're
there's
drinking or what you're drinking is the flavor blue. Like,
Only
that's
in
not
Jolly
a real
Rancher and Slurpee is their blue raspberry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not real. And they're like, well.
Raspberries are red, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know what color raspberries
Now, if we
are,
were
but-
talking about blue raspberry, you are more than welcome to call it blue raspberry. But if you're talking about just raspberry, I keep saying I'm saying it now because it's just Raspberry. It's not red. You don't have to specify that it's red.
Still can't get over the raspberry, dude.
All right, that's it for me, dude. Sorry.
My head hurts. All right, let's get out of here on our shout out. And our shout out today is a very special one. I want to give a special shout out to the prisoners of the United States Penitentiary Coleman II in Sumterville, Florida, for laying that blade on Larry Nassar, dude.
Yeah.
Larry Nassar, the doctor who molested all our greatest gymnasts.
They took him under the knife.
Currently doing time in Florida for said molestation and assaults. He got stabbed like 17 times the other day.
Beautiful.
Stabbed in the neck, stabbed in the chest, stabbed in the back.
Is he still alive?
He's alive.
Wow.
But they turned him into Swiss cheese, dude. And I love it. I'm not, we talked about Chiefsaholic.
Yeah.
Not that big into criminals. But you know what? If you're talking about rehabilitation, if you're talking about being rehabilitated in this podcaster's eyes, filling Larry Nassar full of holes, that's step one, baby. That's step one to be reintroduced into society. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if the Chinese want to turn that guy into a Manchurian candidate and he just goes around and stabs child molesters, let that boy
Let
out.
that happen, yeah.
Maybe that's what they're turning you into, Joey.
Oh. Could be, dude.
You're going to be a stabber.
A stabber? Just stabbing
stabbing
all the pedophiles?
Pedophiles. Yeah, so shout out.
I'm not the hero that you guys wanted, but I'm the hero that you deserved.
Yeah. So, shout out to our boys at the Sumterville Penitentiary in Sumterville, Florida, dude.
That's one thing I always kind of take solace in is when they get convicted and stuff is that, like child molesters, woman beaters, like all those guys, they're going to get taken care of when they go to jail. So
I'm surprised it took you this long because, like I said, this wasn't like he just, not that it's any better or worse, but he didn't just molest his neighbor's daughter or his stepdaughter. He literally molested all of our greatest gymnasts in this country, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Because he was the doctor to the Olympic team.
Right.
I mean, he molested a lot of lower level gymnasts too, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about them.
We're talking about the people who repped America.
This
baby.
guy molested American heroes. It's like he went over to Afghanistan, and instead of doing a USO show, he just molested all the soldiers. So I want to give
our show today.
Big shout out to they should release the name of this hero who stabbed him up, dude.
Yeah.
That's a lot of stab wounds, though. You think it was one guy, or you think it was multiple?
I think it's common when you shank that it's multiple, just as much as you can. Yeah.
Right, and he's just still alive probably because they usually have short blades that because they're homemade blades up in there.
I wish it was kind of like shit.
But I kind of like the fact that he's still alive because that gives him the opportunity to get out, heal up, get out, and get
then
stabbed again.
I wish it was kind of shit covered blades because then he could turn gangrene. You know what I mean?
Right, but then he'd be dead probably of infection and sepsis, maybe. You know what I mean?
I think they take care of him so that but it would be 10 times more painful.
Right. I just hope. That's my new hope. We should start a pool. How quick till Nassar gets stabbed again?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let him out. And, the correctional facility, don't put that dude in protective custody. Put him back in Gen Pop, baby.
Yep.
Sew him up. Put him back out there.
Yep.
Next time, hopefully, they stab him with their penises. In his wounds. Not even in his butt,
in his
dude.
wounds.
Rape his stab wounds.
And that's our show today.
This is a sports show. Never forget, this is a sports show. We support our American athletes to not be molested.
Yeah.
And if they are, the man that perpetrates it to be stabbed multiple times in prison. That's the Bungalow Chat show.
Bungalow Chat show.
We need to get out of here. And it's not even the chat. It's a Bungalow sports show.
Betalytics, code PEAK1, 25% off. League Swipe.
Yeah, go check all the
check 'em out.
sponsors for sponsoring this mess.
Check out PEAK1
podcast.
Sports, Sports Biz.
And most importantly, mark your calendars for July 29th, 2 Saturdays away. We're going live to watch UFC 291. Mark your calendars. We'll keep reminding you. That's been a show.
Thanks, guys.
You. Bye.